A second day of testimony in the MSD sentencing trial. As a nation turns its attention toward mental health,
the fact that you wanted it and you were able to have that decision has a bigger positive effect.
we take a closer look. And text messages are missing from those assigned to protect President Trump on January 6. These stories and more coming up on Newsbreak.
Hello, South Florida. I'm Samantha Gutierrez.
I'm Michelle Morris. Today is Wednesday, July 20th, 2022.
Live from the South Florida Media Network's Biscayne-based studios in North Miami, this is SFMN Newsbreak.
Day 2 of the Parkland shooter sentence trial featured prosecution testimony, including students who were injured and survived the shooting. Convicted shooter Nicholas Cruz will either get a life sentence or the death penalty. Meanwhile, it's almost a month after the Supreme Court overturned Roe v. Wade, and the public debate over whether abortion should be a constitutional right continues.
Reporter Nicole Castañeda from our DC Bureau looked into the concern about mental health impacts for this decision.
In the Supreme Court, most of the days you will see abortion right advocates sharing and demonstrating their discontent with the decision. They argue this decision will have an effect on economy, equality, and mental health. Experts have talked about the negative impacts having an abortion has on mental health. But what happens to women in states with restrictive abortion laws? Two psychologists, Natalia Costa and Maria Fernanda Parra, both pursuing psychology degrees, disagrees on what's more traumatic, having an abortion or being denied the choice to have an abortion.
If you want an abortion, even if, of course, there might be some grief and some different negative effects on some people, the fact that you wanted it and you were able to have that decision has a bigger positive effect.
Psychologically, I would be more worried about the women who do perform an abortion, especially those that perhaps were dubious about it and then they were convinced and they did it. I am more concerned about them.
SFMN spoke with Natalia Ibirico, who at the age of 25 performed an abortion and says she did have a lot of mental health consequences.
After you have an abortion, you feel empty. I had like nightmares, pain, depression, panic attacks.
The American Psychological Association also says that experiencing unwanted pregnancies can lead to low self-esteem, anxiety, and physical symptoms. One key problem it highlights is not only the difficulties people will have finding childcare or taking maternity leave, but the stigma around abortion being immoral or shameful, which many women may internalize.
You're forcing someone to carry a pregnancy. In the World Health Organization, that's considered as torture.
From a psychological perspective, mental health perspective, I mean, abortion is such a violent event. It has all the potential to be traumatic.
Lawmakers from both parties are working together on bills funding mental health programs. Whether these bills make it to President Biden's desk is yet to be seen. From Washington, D.C., reporting for the South Florida Media Network, Nicole Castañeda.
A confirmed case of a potentially dangerous mosquito-borne illness in Miami-Dade County. More now from the network's Alexis Goings.
We've all heard of monkeypox, but have you heard of dengue fever? Dengue fever is a mosquito-borne illness that has made its way down to Miami-Dade County. Yesterday, the Department of Health issued a mosquito-borne illness advisory after the very first case was discovered on Monday here in Miami-Dade County this year.
Here is all year round. It's just unfortunately we're in the peak season where we're getting a lot more resident complaints. And we're seeing a lot higher mosquito counts in our traps.
Dengue fever is a virus that is spread by the bites of Aedes mosquitoes. Doctors say that people are experiencing mild or no symptoms at all. The symptoms include muscle or joint pain, headaches, eye pain, rashes, nausea, vomiting, and unusual nose or gum bleeding.
Definitely, we advise residents to drain and cover.
As some residents had no idea about dengue, the health department urges residents to protect themselves.
No, I had no idea that there was any kind of a mosquito outbreak going on, but now that I know, I can definitely take a lot more precautions.
The health department suggests wearing mosquito repellent all summer long, including wearing protective clothing like long sleeve shirts, long pants, and socks. Also covering doors and windows in your home and draining any standing water. In Miami, Florida, Alexis Goings, South Florida Media Network.
Today, federal agencies and officials are demanding answers after messages from the January 6 Capitol breach appear to have been erased. These possible deletions were first brought to light last week. The U.S. government's Chief of Records Officer sent a letter to the Department of Homeland Security yesterday. Here, the agency asked if they were deleted and if so, the reasoning behind it. The members investigating believe it is possible to recover the text messages.
Barcelona takes Miami with a friendly competition. Yesterday, Inter Miami CF players hosted FC Barcelona for a historic sold-out game with over 19,000 fans in attendance at Drive Peak Stadium in Fort Lauderdale. The world champion played a friendly game against Inter Miami, winning 6-0. Inter Miami will resume its regular MLS season on Saturday night, taking on New York City FC at the Yankee Stadium.
A college is now offering a course that studies Harry Styles.
That's still ahead, and so is this story.
I am setting out to eat 30 days straight of nothing but Taco Bell in an attempt to see if I can actually become healthier while doing it.
Is it possible to eat nothing but Taco Bell for a month and still be healthy? Newsbreak will be back in 2 minutes.
Type 2 diabetes can have a big impact on your life. But how can it be prevented? Well, the first step is knowing if you have something called prediabetes. Take the 1-minute risk test today at doihaveprediabetes.org.
I know kids worry about a lot of things. Getting enough food to eat shouldn't be one of them. Through a nationwide network of food banks, Feeding America serves virtually every community in the United States. See how you can help your community. Visit feedingamerica.org.
If a natural disaster shows up at your doorstep, you can't just turn it away. That's why it's important to prepare for emergencies before they show up. Go to ready.gov/plan to find the tools and tips you need. And make a plan today.
You really have done as much for us as you think we've done for you.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
A strange experiment looking to see if you can make healthy choices at a fast food restaurant day after day. Today, a fast food fanatic says goodbye to home meals.
After reading an article that claimed Taco Bell was the healthiest fast food option, Sam Reed decided to embark on a 30-day Taco Bell diet in Lexington, Virginia. Reed has begun a Kickstarter campaign to fund his 3 meals of Taco Bell a day.
I think that that would be really beneficial for people to not demonize what they eat or maybe glorify looking a certain way, but it's more about the relationship that we have with our food.
Sam will document his body fat, cholesterol, blood pressure, and sodium while maintaining his physical activity. By September, Reed and his audience will know whether or not eating fast food can make you healthier.
Math class, science class, Harry Styles class. Students in Texas University can sign up for a class called Harry Styles and the Cult of Celebrity Identity, the Internet and European Pop Culture. This class digs into gender, sexuality, race, fashion, and globalism. The professor is a Styles fan himself who feels this class will help students better understand the modern world.
That's all the time we have for Newsbreak. I'm Michelle Morris.
I'm Samantha Gutierrez. Get more news anytime at sfmn.fiu.edu.